Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Chat over here. Good, don't need that anymore. What's going on? Give me just a few minutes. I'm going to. Hey, what's up, Tigro? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're getting better songbird prices, right? Until until it. I think it popped a little bit actually, which it hit a S2, so pretty interesting. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna share this stuff real fast, and we'll try to get some people up in here. Yes, sir. Yeah, big opportunities. Big opportunities. Kind of funny, because a lot of people are fudding big time right now. But I think it's funny because we're gonna go over some stuff here live for all of like Bitcoin, the chart, all that good stuff. Um, I should probably share it to a couple other places. Let's see. Share it over here too. Uh, give me a second. After I share it here, we'll get going. There we go. Perfect. All right, y'all. So we're gonna kind of dig into the Bitcoin chart a little bit. Um, just right off for starters here. Obviously, you can see it's very close to touching the 200-day moving average, which is fine. Would be a bullish thing if we bounced off of this personally. We kind of talked about this a few weeks back where we were looking for, a bull retest of the 200-day moving average, and it still hasn't happened. So not really quite a surprise, but let's go back to, there's a lot of stuff here we can go back and take a peek at. 2021, yep, don't need that. Do 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 do. 2020. Now we're getting into the area that we want to see. Okay. Up here, boom, came down. February 19. So let's go back to 2014 or 2015. I'm sorry. Kind of just want to point some stuff out. We'll have to go to some different charts as well. But as you can see right here, um, January 15, we started like a little rally. Came back up here, got rejected right at the 50-day moving average. Came and moved down. Tried to break it again, got rejected. And then finally, the third time, we just kind of traded sideways on top of the 50-day moving average. And then we finally got, a little rally here. Came back down, made a higher high, came back down for its final, and last capitulation phase event, whatever you want to say, and took off from there. So let's go back to our current cycle. Let's see. So yeah, so right now we're floating above that 200-day moving average. If we got a touch, would be really nice. Um, Obviously, is it looking good right now? No, it's not looking good, but it is starting to get into that oversold territory. So that's definitely a good thing. We definitely needed a reset, on the RSI and all the indicators from this nice little move up. It definitely is not surprising whatsoever. We did have our full moon. I went over that kind of stuff in the private group. Obviously, there's some other events taking place too that I won't really get too much in detail right now. But things should be clearing up towards the end of March here. You guys watched podcast or last YouTube video, I stated, we should open March red. And that's exactly what we've done. We open it red. We should, in my opinion, be closing, have a good close. So right back here, this is the, 2018. And then this right in here is our like 2019 rally, right? Um, Kind of funny, actually. Actually, this is really kind of funny. So we were in this channel, right? We never ended up breaking down through the channel. Um, in fact, we ended up coming back up. But if you kind of zoom in a little bit, um, what does this kind of look like? Kind of looks like something we're in right now. To be quite honest, uh, right, roughly. I mean, give or take 30 days, right? We're roughly right in that same time frame too. Um, a lot of people are saying shoulder, head up. We'll form another shoulder over here. Sure, it's possible. Not even gonna say it's not, because it totally is. But I want to see this 200-day moving average get tapped. I think that would be very, very, very good. So yeah, that would be a really good sign for me. I mean, hey, we could even get a wick through it to really. You see, a lot of people are super bearish right now. I'm I'm literally perfectly fine. I'm not worried at all. Not even worried at all. So yeah, there's not really much to say, guys, other than this is gonna get better towards the end of March. Our indicators are resetting. I'm not really upset at all whatsoever. This was to be expected. So yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say. Um, we can look at a bunch of other charts. We got Ethereum dominance over here. Um, you know, Holding its own against Bitcoin, which is pretty good to see. Especially back down here in June of 2022, this thing was at 13%. Let's just kind of take a peek. Hey, what's going on, Ray? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's just kind of take a look at the Ethereum dominance back in December, you know, of 2019. It was at that low. September 19, came back down here December 19 for a low, all the way, you know, 6.99%, 7%. Here in 2023, we're chilling at about 19.34% dominance. That means Ethereum holds 19.3% of the market share. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So we are going to see lower prices for altcoins later this year. But for right now, we still could come down a little bit, but I I wouldn't get too bearish, guys. That's all I'm really saying. I wouldn't be too bearish. Typically, a lot of these people that get too bearish like this, they end up selling the bottom, which is not good. I mean, come on, like we're so far down right now. If you've already bought, then you should probably have a little bit of patience, in my opinion, especially since Bitcoin's still above that 200-day moving average. We get a close below that, it's going to start looking a little more grim. But, I mean, until then, I'm really not worried at all. Not worried at all. So, I know a lot of people are, unfortunately. But, so, indicators are resetting, a great sign. We had a nice move up, great sign, right? Yeah, sorry guys. Sure you could hear that. You think the SL and Kraken contagion could alter what here? Nah, I don't. I don't, honestly. I really don't. Not right now. You won't really, in my opinion, you won't really see a bunch of stuff until like midsummer come out. I mean, you're hearing about stuff now, but that can all get swept under the rug after a few good candles. Trust me. It can all get swept under the rug. Just like I said, April, towards the end of April is when I'm looking to sell. At the latest, right around there in early May. That's literally going to be the latest I'll sell. Small caps may vary in time frame, all depending on how the charts look. But there's some things I'm personally going by right now that have been totally working out over the past 12 months since I've really been diving into some different things in the charts and the markets and things like that. Um, so yeah, I mean, I'm cool as a cucumber right now, to be honest. A lot of other people are starting to get over bearish and very emotional, and um, I'm chilling. I'm perfectly fine. And if you look, I mean, a lot of these things are coming back to back test support. The little SI, because I'm expecting a bail out from an angel swooping in. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens, right? Somebody's got to look like the savior, right? Just saying. But no, you see a lot of charts coming back here, and they're back testing support. That's good. I mean, how's you know that's good. It's not a bad thing. Um, Although Zcash coming down here for a double bottom, could this be like, well, not now. It's a double bottom locally, but it did the same thing here. After had a local double bottom, boom, took off. Had a nice little rally, right? This is all the way back of March of 2020. So let's just kind of take a peek. I had a nice little run up, 2000% run up after a nice local double bottom. Not saying it's going to do this right now because it is a bear market, right? But that's just, one example of the data that we have on this 1-day KuCoin chart for Zcash. Um, let's look what Elron Gold's doing. Oh, look, it's still, I mean, shit, this thing could come back down, hit a double bottom right here, and that would be super bullish. I don't know what to say, guys. A lot of people are getting over bearish, in my opinion. Um, and I'm not saying things look good either, because they don't. This is just a little more experience talking. Personally, uh, testing support. Not that I think that this is going to be the bottom for this coin, but for now, right? Could potentially be if it's back testing nice support. That's a plus. XRP, it's got some nice support. And not only that, if you go back to previous historical data too, I mean, this thing's got a lot of support. So yeah, there's FUD everywhere, man. They want you to sell the bottom so they can pump that shit, get you super emotional again. So you'll sit there and buy, the relief top and then be trapped, right? And then be pissed and then sell the bottom again. It's psychological warfare. It really is. It's psychological warfare. That's basically the easiest way to explain it, you know? Look, it would be bullish if Algo came down here and made a double bottom. Boom. Like local double bottom. Double bottoms are bullish the last time I checked. Just saying. Um so yeah, I think people getting overly bearish right now is pretty dangerous. And a lot of people are, oh, but the fucking war and all this other bullshit. I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I don't give no fucks about any of it because it doesn't matter. And a lot of people disagree with me on that. And guess what? I'm perfectly fine with that too. That's why everybody has their own opinion. And that's why everybody's on their own journey and should make their own choices and decisions for what's best for them. As you can see right here, IOST, backtesting, historical support here in this range. Okay, sweet. Yeah, you got a low, and this could potentially be a higher low, or even if it comes down for a double bottom, sweet. It's got a shit ton of support here. That's great. I don't know what people are upset about. Again, a lot of people will disagree, but that's perfectly fine. I don't want to have a bunch of yes men in the community. Again, support. Okay, cool. Even if it came down here for a double bottom, support and a double bottom. Let's go. As you can see, I had a target right here at the 786. Maybe the bottom ends up coming right around in this range, like later, for the actual bottom for altcoins. Because I'm not saying the altcoin market is bottomed, because I really don't believe that. Now, I do believe some of them may have bottomed, but like this one, this is one that if you held a lot of this, I would be pretty sketched out to really hang on. I mean, I would keep a moon bag for sure, just in case, because we've seen crazier things. But look at where historical support is. You got a little bit of support here, right? I feel as results of people only zooming out to the dailies. Yeah, their mind. Oh yeah, point of view rather than. I thought you said their mind is weak. Well, I mean, yeah. Rather than reading the daily versus the weekly and the monthly. Yeah. And not only that, but historicals, right? Like historicals, previous supports. It's I think people are getting a little emotional here. And that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. It happens. But once you've been in this market for a while and you get conditioned to everything, it's light work. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's where I kind of consistently for myself say, yeah, long term, right? I mean, well, here's the thing, right? So like, it's cool. Like, listen, I'm selling everything, you know, after this rally's over, right? Like, because it's an opportunity to maybe 4 or 5x our holdings. Okay, perfect. I'm totally fine with that because I'm just in accumulation, right? Just like the rest of the market. This year is all about accumulation in the cycle. You know, of the 4 year cycle, this would be our year to accumulate assets. Keep on accumulating as much as we can, right? To stock up for whenever we reap all of uh uh our rewards, right? Like for all the hard work we've done in the bear market, right? Because that's really what this is all about. There's a reason why on our hoodies at Bullish as Fuck, I literally put on the back the greatest harvest loading because it's true. This is going to be one of the greatest times to be in markets if you're paying attention and you're putting in work right now. The people that are here right now, this is where millionaires are made. This is where billionaires are made. No doubt about it. So, yeah, that's really my thoughts on the market. Is there anything y'all want me to take a peek at? Cat was a good one. Cat was a good one. Even if this came down for a double bottom, that would be a blessing. There's going to be a lot of really good deals. And like I said, after this, you know, we'll be looking for longs. Or I'm going to be looking for longs come September, October ish, right around there. Yeah. Like, so what do you mean? Like on a daily, like a daily time frame, or like a 4 hour time frame? How? Yeah. No worries. No worries. Absolutely, we can totally do that. We'll just use a random chart. We'll use Reef, right? So for a very, very local position, you'd be like, okay, cool, turned around there, right? So what you would do, pull your fib like you would. This is a very local fib. Oh, look, it's at the 786. You can't make this shit up, guys. Like, you just can't, right? This, we could definitely see a bounce here, for sure. And it would make sense. Or we can come down for a clean double bottom, which is fine. Now, let's look at our indicators, right? Yeah, for sure. So this is how you would do it. Like you would take your, you know, your local bottom, and if the chart looks like it's looking weak and gonna reverse or whatever, or already has reversed, and you're like, I'm looking for, you know, entry ideas, right? Just pull your fibs like you normally would on a retrace. So from the bottom to the top, right? And again, there's no coincidences because this is literally, you see it with your own eyes. This thing is sitting at the 786. Um, we could bounce here, or we could come down for a clean double bottom. But in order to get a better idea, we have to look at indicators, right? So our indicators are like, okay, not really looking so good, but you know, we're reaching oversold territory, so that's a nice sign, right? So let's take a look at the 4 hour. What's the 4 hour doing? Okay. So the 4 hours at the 786. What's the indicators look like? 4 hour does not look good, but what I will say is I see this right off the bat. You'll see some people do this, some people don't. It's really a matter of preference. I do chart indicators, and I do, if I see patterns, I do it. Look. So this is what you got, and you can see it clearly playing out in the RSI as well. Now, some people won't do this until they get a little more comfortable with themselves in charting, but I like this and it works. Look, we're at the 786, okay? We have a descending wedge, right? Okay. What do we know about descending wedges? Well, 68% chance that they break to the upside, right? And they also break out typically about 3/4 of the way through. Okay, perfect. So we're about 3/4 of the way through, and we're at the 786. So this tells me that this could be a good entry for Reef right now. Could be. Doesn't have to be. Like I said, it could come down for a clean double bottom. Could. Yes, exactly. 68% chance that it breaks to the upside. 100%. Yep. So that's how I do on a very local, you know, time frame. Like for like short-term swings, you know. Like I told you guys, Pirate Chain was going to go down probably until the halving. Doesn't have to, right? What drop, Jeff? So let's see here. Do 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 do. Fucking people. Bitcoin goes down couple $1,000 and people change their whole entire lifestyle. It's crazy. So what do we got here? What did I want to go into? Let's. Oh yeah, I want to look at Pirate Chain, but actually I want to look at Pirate Chain on CoinTrader Pro because there is more data. Because KuCoin does not have all the data for Pirate Chain. Do 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 do. Yeah, I guess it's over, bud. Sorry. I have to might have to try next run. Yep, it's all going to fucking zero. And China's gonna ban Bitcoin too. And regulations are gonna fuck everybody. Just so we're clear. Yeah, I will. I will. We'll look up YFTI in a minute. But it doesn't matter though, because I can tell you all the data that you need to know right now on DAI from KuCoin. So Pirate Chain, look, it made a new low. Yeah. Hooray. I'm fucking happy about that actually. I'm actually happy about it. uh I love Pirate Chain. So maybe the pirate community is watching. Sorry. But I love new lows because it means the chart's gonna go higher next cycle. So I'm cool with that. Uh so what do we see here just by looking at this? Well, I see a potential rounded bottom being formed on the daily chart. Bullish. Um, we could even come down and touch 20 cents. And it would make sense because look. Yeah, right? Yeah. Hey, listen. I hope my last target gets touched at 6 cents. If this shit gets to 6 cents, you best believe. Yeah, Dash is falling. It is. It definitely is. But that's okay though. Give me 1 second. I do believe 20 cents will come, but I'm really hoping for the 6 cent entry because if the 6 cent entry happens, oh yeah, this is gonna be even juicier than anybody can imagine. So come on, 6 cents, let's get it. But 20 cents, I'll totally take 20 cents though. But I would even love 13 cents. If 13 cents were to become a thing, oh, that would be epic. But typically 786, yeah, typically yeah. But we're talking about Pirate Chain, and the pirate community is serious. They're serious. So there's only 200 million tokens, right? Yeah, 6 cents. Yes, yes, please, all day. I will. Like I was actually talking to Jeff about this scenario earlier on the phone today, and I was like, if Pirate Chain hits 6 cents, I know a lot of people think I'm absolutely insane, but I will definitely throw 35 to 40% of my portfolio in Pirate Chain, and not care, and not care. That's the best part of it all, because a lot of people would probably be shitting bricks at that point, but no, I feel very comfortable holding Pirate Chain. And if you listen to the podcast, maybe you know why. But yeah, no, structurally, this looks like a rounded bottom being formed. Awesome. I love that. But, just because this is a rounded bottom doesn't mean it has to be, a perfect rounded bottom, right? It could end up being, something like this and come down and maybe come down here and go like this and keep on going. But obviously it's not going to go this far out, but it's just, hypothetical rounded bottom scenario. We could totally do that. And this would kind of make sense too, because then look, oh, you have an inverse head and shoulders. Let's go. Um, People think you got to be super diversified, and it's such a lot. Yeah, I agree. I agree. If you listen, if you know what you're investing in and you feel comfortable with it, and the gains are there on the charts, is it fine to be diversified? Yes. Listen, whenever if I had $100 million, I would be diversified like crazy, right? But it's different. It's different. Once you have a larger amount of money, it's definitely smarter to be diversified. Even a few $100,000, guys. Being a bit diversified, yeah. Like, because I'll be honest, guys, I couldn't see putting 35, 40% of my portfolio, um, if I had like $1 million or something into something, especially if it was a lower cap, um, and not a larger cap, that would be very interesting. But anyways, I just want to kind of show you guys some hypotheticals here. Um, this is why I do like Pirate Chain. I mean, obviously everybody loves the gains. I love what they're doing, right, as a whole. But geez, what are we doing here? This isn't even correct. There we go. That's better. Had to adjust my thing. So, you know, at a 20-cent pirate chain, you'd be looking at the top of the next market cycle, you'd be looking at $252, right? Like that's nothing. That's great. Those are great gains. I'm totally fine with those. But the lower it goes, it means that that it moves up on the chart a bit. So then we'd be looking roughly about $328 at 13 cents, and then that just epic like lifetime entry here at 6 cents. You'd be looking at a $528 pirate chain. I'm totally fine with that. I will load up like no tomorrow. But let's look at YFDI. Enough about pirate chain. You guys hear me talk about it a lot. We'll look at YFDI. Jeff wanted me to take a peek at that for him. So yeah, I mean, look at this. No coincidence. Came back up here, broke this. We could totally get up to here, but it's gonna take some patience. But we already hit our 786 and our 886 target. So this could probably potentially be over. Doesn't have to be, but it could. Because it did hit the 786 and the 886 targets. And that's even, geez, that's even like pulling it from here. So, but this had one, two, three. This technically would be wave four, I guess you could say. Um, Not bad though. This thing still dirt cheap for what it really is. Again, I'm not like super bullish on it or nothing because isn't really the most fundamentally sound, but it's pretty epic on the charts, let me tell you. Pretty epic on the charts. So Z, yeah, we could come back down here to the 236. Guess what? We got some support here. Perfect. I love it. Okay, look at this. We got Moon River, right? It's on support right now. Doesn't have like a bunch of support, but that's okay. Let's look at the indies. Okay, we're not quite oversold yet. So it tells me we could potentially come down. Broke the zero line on histogram for the MACD. Okay, this is a daily time frame too, but let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour oversold. Yeah, I mean, and we're on support here. We got some support. It's not a lot, but it is support. Now, let's pull a fib on it. Just from the local bottom to this right up here. Oh, look at that. I'm saying it could potentially go down more, right? And then look where the 786 is, right on top of support too. You can't make this up. Yeah, no problem, brother. Anytime. Anytime. Absolutely. You already know. I'll actually pull up the KuCoin chart too, and you'll see it hit the targets. But yeah, Moon River could totally come back down here, and it would still be healthy. As you can see right here, I had this charted, and the reason why I charted this because if it broke this line, you should sell it, right? Because it broke trend. So, but yeah, you know, a retrace to about $7.03 for Moon River would be completely healthy, and it would be backtesting support. Okay, we're not that far away. We're really not. You said something about route too. Oh, route's dropping. Yeah. Yep. Let's look at Dash though, because what do we know about Dash? Dash is typically a market leader. So let's take a peek at it. Oh, we gotta find a. There we go. The OG chart. Here we go. Yep. These were our buy zones right here too. But man, the Jesus thing. This thing got a nice wick to $20. Mm-hmm. Around the same time, yeah. See, Dash started early too. You know, Dash started early. We'll run both just to see what kind of makes sense and matches up. Okay, it's gonna approach the 50 right here, and it would be on pretty damn good support at 49 bucks. It could, but let's run something else and just kind of take a peek. So I'm kind of curious of what this would look like. Yeah, no. The other one is better. I really don't like to use the wicks too much like that. Um, so yeah. But if you guys are finding any value in this stream at all whatsoever, make sure you share with a friend or family member. Very much appreciate it. And we can share more information to more people. But yeah, so Dash approaching the 50, and the 50 line would be on pretty heavy support too. And we do know Dash is a market leader, so let's see what happens. It'd be interesting for sure. I do like Secret Network, but not at this price. But it is on support right now. Like I said, altcoins are not, you know, there's a lot of altcoins that are not at their bottom. There's probably a couple that have bottom though. A couple that have. See, like right back here, this would be a good selling point when it broke trend. Um, but look, with testing support right here. Let's just kind of look though. Let's see where Jasmy's at on this little retrace here locally. And this is actually like all depending on the time frame. What I'm doing, I'll run futures the same way. But if I'm running futures, I'll go on the smaller time frames and pull these fibs. So yeah, Jasmy's right here at the 50. Does have some support right here. But again, it could obviously hit the 786, but I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's look at the indies. 4-hour indicators, you know, in oversold territory. So maybe it bounces here. Doesn't have to though. Or we come down here to, the golden ratio, 618, right? Have a lot more support there too. Just fine. But we're here for the midterm. Like I'm just here for the swing and to exit the market after. This does exactly what it's supposed to. And you can see that, it's not like the market is going crazy and everything's burning to the ground and, everybody gets super over emotional. Jasmine hit the 382. What else did it do? It hit heavy resistance. So it got rejected. The 382 always gets rejected first time anyway, along with the 236. Look how long it took the 236 to break. I mean, it had multiple attempts. Had multiple attempts here. It's just the way charts work, and it's okay. Now, when we come back up, probably take a few tries, break through. This is where we stop. We don't have to go to the 786, but if we went to the 786, and this is a conservative 786, because Jasmy was $4.30 previous all-time high. This would technically be a conservative 786, but even this, uh, 2.6 pennies, not bad. Up here, 3.5, not bad. I would take it all day long. Is there anything else y'all want me to look at? Eggs in one basket. He said, watch that basket close. That's funny. So yeah, just this thing, this Moonbeam backtesting has a little bit of support. Um, it is in oversold territory. And what else is it doing? Well, could be nice rounded bottom. Doesn't have to be though. Taki, rounded bottom, bang. Got rejected 236, coming back down and checking support here. Okay, cool. We're still on. Nothing's changed. These rallies take time to play out, They do. If this came down here and literally hit the 50 fib and bounced, that'd be pretty damn cool. Not gonna lie, that'd be pretty cool. Because that would be bullish. And then we could probably see another attempt up here and maybe end up seeing like a double top. Maybe even, maybe go up to here. But, let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Let's kind of just, let's be smart with it, right? But the next, this is pretty good support right here too. So, surprise me. Although I would love to buy, you know, 0.003 and all that later on. That would be epic if we could get that entry again. Um, not financial advice. But since that's all y'all have, I think that's gonna conclude tonight's stream. Um, you know, I'm not worried, guys, and I don't really, everybody has their own opinion, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But I'm not really worried. I'm just not. I'm just not worried. Until April, the end of April comes around, then I think it's time to start getting concerned. And it's not going to look like you should be concerned towards the end of April, which is always the case how it works, right? The market never looks bad whenever you're supposed to sell, and it never looks great when you're supposed to buy. So also keep that in mind as well. Horizon, backtesting support. Cool. I do like Horizon too. The gains aren't as awesome, but I like it. That's a pretty cool project. That's a privacy token if you guys don't know. But yeah, that's all I really got, guys. I hope you all have an awesome night. Hope you found some value in the stream. Also, go over to Spotify or jump on the Discord and hit the link for the Bullish AF podcast. You know, we recorded a podcast a couple days ago. I released it today, and hope you all like it. So I'll see you in the next one.